Welcome to homework assignment week 11. Your client, a doctor, wants to install a wireless network in his office. He shares his office with 2 other doctors, and together they employ 3 nurses and 5 administrative employees. The question is, what kind of wireless network is the best option for this office? The wireless network for the office should allow all computers and all electronic devices to connect to each other, to share data, to share the hardware, software, files, etc. In the following slides, we're going to discuss what kind of wireless network is appropriate for the office and what devices are needed to create this network. A wireless LAN connection, a local area network, provides wireless network communication over small distances and is ideal for home and small business networks. Wireless networks are easy to install and save home users and small business users the cost of introducing cables to a building. Instead of traditional network cabling, wireless LAN connections use radio or infrared signals to decode and encode data. Wireless LAN connections connect 2 or more devices over a short distance, for example an office, using a wireless distribution method. It is really important to use a password to protect your wireless network from unauthorized users. Talking about the wireless network devices, first of all, we need a modem. To be able to set up a wireless network connecting to the internet, we need a network node, which is an electronic device that is attached to the network and capable of sending, receiving, and forwarding data. For this client, a broadband or DSL modem that encodes, decodes, and transmits digital information would be a great solution. The modem actually really connects the wireless network to the internet. The second device we need is a wireless router. A wireless router doesn't need an Ethernet cable to connect an electronic device such as a laptop to the router. The router is connected to the modem and splits the internet connection to multiple computers and is also known as a switch. So what the router does, it really creates the wireless network for our small business and enables multiple computers to really access the same internet source. It is really good to know that today many providers do offer modems and routers in one device. So if you have a look at this slide, you can see basically a graphic of a wireless network combination. You have the internet and the modem. So the modem connects you to the internet. Then the router is connected to the modem, and a wireless router, as in this case, sends signals to either a desktop computer, a laptop, a mobile device, or even a printer. So this is the kind of network we would like to have for the doctor's office. What is also really important for the office is to be able to share data, hardware, and software. So our client wants all 11 people in the office to have access to the same hardware, software, shared drive, files, etc. We need to make a decision if a peer-to-peer network or a client-server network will work best for this client. Just a couple of things to think about when deciding for a peer-to-peer network or a client-server network. The advantages of a peer-to-peer network is that all computers in a network can really easily connect to each other and share files. It is easy to install and almost doesn't, include any extra costs. The disadvantages, though, is that network and data security is really weak, and unfortunately, there is no centralized backup of files. As for the client-server network, the advantages are that one server really stores and shares files for each other's use. It manages user security, it backs up files centrally, it shares software applications, and if wanted, provides an intranet. The disadvantage is obviously that it does cost more to install a client-server network. This is again a graphic demonstrating the difference between the server-based network and the peer-to-peer network. As you can clearly see on the right, in a peer-to-peer network, all the computers are directly connected with each other. In a server-based network, all the computers are connected to each other via the central server. For our client, we will set up a server-based network, as the network needs to support World Wide Web for all the computers, shared hard and software, shared printers, telephone, fax. We want to make sure that we really do have a centralized data backup, because in a doctor's office we have a lot of very important patient data, and we also want to have a shared hard drive for all the employees in the office. Additional software that we would recommend to this client is a client management system to really track patients' data and doctors' notes, a transferring fund system for EFTs, obviously Microsoft Office and Outlook with a shared calendar function, and the doctor's office also needs an accounting software. In addition to that, the office should create a website and purchase a content management system so employers can change the website content. For example, if the telephone number changes, one employer could easily access the website and just change the telephone number without calling an external administrator. Obviously, the office should really also think about network security. The network should be protected by a firewall that controls incoming and outgoing network traffic. And there is a small graphic on the right side where you can see that the firewall really is meant to be a wall between the computers inside the network and outside the network to filter all the information that is coming in and going out. To protect the network from any kind of malicious software, the office should also install an antivirus software, and only authorized users with a password should have access to the network and any kind of sensitive information such as patient data, payroll information, paychecks, and other employee information. Thank you very much for your attention, and goodbye.